Hi guys, today I'd like to talk about directing on the page. Everyone says don't direct on the page, a script will be get thrown across the room. No one ever throws a script across the room because it's across some unwritten rule. They throw it across the room because your script's garbage and it doesn't deserve to be read. But directing on the page can be done without doing the close in on or pan across or zoom in or pull back or a 40mm shot or any stuff that you really don't know what you're talking about. And most of you don't, sorry to say. But what you can do is hint at a shot. Something like the city lays out before us, or it's a large city full of chrome buildings beside a beautiful harbour. Okay, let's say how we would do it. Exterior city, chrome buildings beside a beautiful harbour, the jewel of Sydney. Interior restaurant, glasses, linen tablecloths, a very formal setting. Kitchen, chefs prepare plates, highly organised, formal dining. Another chef finishes the final touches. This is Harry, the head chef. He places the dishes up on the pass for one final inspection before they go out to the customers. We've hinted at all the shots. Hopefully I've put those shots in while I was saying them so you could see them. I'm going to scroll down for a sec. If we rearrange those shots and put a slightly different one in, that told us that it was a big city, very formal dining, and we know that Harry's the head chef. So what about if we want to make it feel more cafe-ish? We would start with external street, people sit at chairs outside a very informal cafe. Interior cafe, long bench tables, people talking, the sound of a crowd with laughter. Harry stands at the pass, yelling in to his chefs what needs to be done. Inside the kitchen, people add the last touches to the dishes before they go out. That was just telling us what the shots would look like. Lets people visualize that in their brain. You're still directing on the page. You're saying the scenes, you're saying the shots, you're saying the things. And what order you put them in gives the movie its feel. It makes you the director. Because remember, until someone pays you for your script, you are every single job. So you are still directing without sounding like you. It's very hard to call out a shot if you're not an expert. I wouldn't call a lens type, even though I know how to make sure. I've made short films and I know how cameras work, and cameras are a little bit of a hobby of mine. I would still never say we're using a 100mm lens, or we're going to, have a wide angle lens and come in, or you just wouldn't do that. You may give a hint by saying things like the dishes splash into the sink, followed by another dish splashing into the sink. That tells the person that's reading it, we're in a close-up of the sink and plates going in. You can hint at your direction. You can hint with the action lines you say. So-and-so sad, they look down. We follow so-and-so out of the room. We follow John out of the room. Or John leaves the room, back in the empty kitchen. So forget the whole we see thing. Let's just do it more practically. So this is a live edit, if you like. John leaves the room. Back in the empty kitchen, Sarah sits at the end of the table crying. That would hint, we follow John, a tracking shot out of the room, we turn around, wide shot of the empty kitchen, because we've stated that we're seeing it's a big empty kitchen, Sarah sitting at the end of the table crying. So that would hint at the shots being made. If you're used to reading scripts and you're used to visualizing, you would see in your own head, the tracking shot, follow John out of the kitchen, turn, back, wide shot, Sarah, end of table, crying. You don't have to say that, what I did, which was wrong of me because I was thinking in a cinematic way. You wouldn't say a tracking shot following John out of the kitchen, turn, wide shot, Sarah sitting at the end of the table crying. We would then put it in a writing term, which would be John leaves the room, back in the empty kitchen, Sarah sits at the table crying. I hope this helps, because a lot of people will say, you know, if you direct on the page, we're going to throw your script across the room, or it shows you're an amateur or whatever. There is still a way of directing on the page without calling out specific shots, close in, ultra close, pan shot, zooms, dolly tilts. You don't have to do any of that sort of stuff. You can just say what it's going to look and feel like, and people with experience will compose that in their head. It's a bit like saying a piece of music feels like Beethoven without having to say it's the opening 7 or 8 notes out of Beethoven's Fifth, you know, da 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 da. You can just say it has a Beethoven-like feel, and people that are experienced with music would know what a Beethoven-type feel is. So you describe what you're going to see, and you are still directing on the page. You can hint at your shots without falling into the trap of saying something ultra close in on a person's eye. I hope this helps. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all that sort of YouTube stuff. If you want some more free content, or to be part of the Logline vlog, which is coming out soon, nick over to griffithscreative.com.au. There you'll find everything to contact us, and resources and videos and updates on the films that are being made. Until next time, keep writing.